numbers 6, 7, 8, and 9. For number 6, we pretty much follow the same pattern as we did in number 2. Okay, this is an and. It's going to be an intersection of the two graphs. So when you follow this first one, you start here in the center, and we're going to add 18 to all 3 sections. Try to change it up a little bit here, even though this took a little bit more time than I planned or anticipated, but however, it was kind of fun just to see it fade in without me doing the writing. Okay, so once we figure here that these 18s go away, we're left with negative 4x in the middle, and we combine these terms on the left, and we get positive 8 is less than or equal to negative 4x is less than 48. So here we are dividing by negative 4. So this is what we need to remember, that our inequality symbols will be flipped around in our answer. So I usually like to go ahead and make a little sign there. Okay, once we divide everything by 4, we're left with negative 2 is greater than, see, or equal to, I flip my sign, and then these 4's cancel out, the negative 4's go away. Okay, x is greater than negative 12. Alright, then you need some tick marks on your graph, and you can graph as such. You have negative 12 with the open circle because it is x is greater than, and then x is less than or equal to, so then that's going to be the closed on the negative 2, and then we shade in the intersection. Alright, not so fancy for 7, 8, and 9. Here I'm just going to work through these and pretty much just give the solutions here on these next 3, and I'll work through each step. Feel free to pause the video and try to work through them on your own, and then continue the video to watch the solutions. Okay, now for time's sake, I didn't put the other tick marks, but remember to put 5 on your graph. Number 8. Here we have to remember first to do the distributive property. Well, I better do that above, so I'm going to run out of room. Okay, we have to do that first, just like equations. Okay, so then let's bring everything else down. Then we can go ahead and solve like we normally do. Okay, now you could have done and started this a different way than I did, but you will end up with the same answer. However, I don't want negative x, I want what x is equal to. So therefore, in order to change this to x, I have to multiply both sides by what? That's right, -1. So by doing that, my sign is going to have to be flipped. So my solution will be that all of that will go away. Okay, so I'm just left with x, and then I flip my sign. It's greater than or equal to 17, positive 17, because that's -1 times -17. So I'm just going to erase that since you have that solution. Matter of fact, just for time's sake, I'm going to just go ahead and put one tick mark there and know that that's a solid, needs to be a solid circle because it's greater than or equal to. And then I will just shade everything above. Okay, I have my arrow. Okay, number 9. This is an OR, again, just like the OR we had in number 5. Okay. So I'm just going to solve each one separately and then take the union of the two. So here we will do the one on the left first. That's +2. Then we're going to divide both sides by 6 because x is being multiplied by 6, so x is greater than a -5/6. Then we move to the inequality on the right. Then we're going to divide both sides by 3. So x is being multiplied by 3. X is greater than 4. So here we have from -5/6 to +4. So for this one, you still need to have the proper number of tick marks on your graph, and you probably can go from maybe -5 down here and -4, and this is going to look real jumbled. Lost my pen there. Let's see if I can make this. I think I can make this a little thinner. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Line style. Hold on. Yeah, I can make my pen a little thinner. Let me try that so I can get that graphed for you. Okay, there we go. -3. Yeah, that's a little better. -2, -1, and 0. Alright, so then I put my marks above all of my numbers. And then I want x is greater than 4, which, oh, I know what I did right here. Here this was -3 that I'm dividing by, and I omitted to say that. So that's why that's -4. Okay? Because x, that's -3x. I didn't write that down right. Okay? So I have to divide by -3 on both sides, and that's going to give me a -4. Alright, so here we go. So x is greater than -4, so we know that's going to be an open circle on -4. X is greater than -5/6, so that's going to be an open circle also. So we know that -5/6 is not quite -1, so if you just put it really close to 0, I mean not 0, to -1, and you know, so that'll let me know that you know how to graph that on there. And then go ahead and shade in. Nope, that's the intersection. Hold on just a minute. I caught myself as I did that. Okay, so here again, right here. Alright, then I was being too fast. I didn't go back, and after I put my points, then I need to read this. Okay, x is greater than -4. So for you know what? That is not correct either. Why is that not correct? Because when I made my error up here and I corrected my error, what did I not do? If you're saying that already, that's great. That's an example of everybody makes mistakes. Just go ahead and check your work. Alright, so what did I not do? I didn't flip my sign because originally I didn't divide by -3 like I should have. I forgot that 3 up there. So this should be actually -3, so that makes me flip the sign. Okay, now I knew this was an OR problem and I was wondering how I got an intersection there because I didn't flip my sign. So that should help you out some too. If you see OR, then you should know it's a union and not an intersection. Alright, so here we go. Now x is less than -4. So that means all down here. Okay, and then or x is greater than -5, 6. So that's the rest up here. Alright, there we go. Finally got that right. Okay, one last video where I will give the solution for number 10 and 11.